In today's airport updates, I spent countless hours and days preparing this video for you all. What you will see is probably my best airport updates yet, a 1 to 400 airport update of London Heathrow. And to start us off for today's airport update of London Heathrow, retro London Heathrow that is, you'll see a lot of World Tales British Airways planes from the early 2000s. Over here at the gates, we have this British Airways Boeing 767-300 in the Russia World Tale. This aircraft is first getting its bags on board for the flight out to Johannesburg. And over here we have this British Airways Boeing 757-200 in the England World Tale Pause to Remember special livery. Of course, this aircraft is retired, but is present in today's retro airport updates. This aircraft just arrived at the gate 5 minutes ago from the flight from Newark Liberty International Airport. It's departing all of the bags and passengers. And over here, being tugged out of the gate, we have this British Airways Boeing 767-300 in the USA World Tale. This aircraft is being tugged out of the gate with the tug, and it's going to be departing on the runway very, very soon for the flight out to New York JFK. And if you're doing a London Heathrow Airport update, you certainly need Cargo Lux. Over here is this Cargo Lux Boeing 747-400. And the Flying Little Gray and Little White to the Ocean Sea Life Trust special livery. As you can see, there are images of a dolphin. I think it's a dolphin on the aircraft. This aircraft is taxiing towards the runway for the flight out to Chicago ORD today. And for the retro airport update, we have this Continental Boeing 767-400 in the final livery. This model is by JC Wings, and I just picked it up. It's a fantastic model. This model is on the runway, on the taxiway rather, for the flight out to Newark Liberty International Airport. Back to British Airways, over here we have this British Airways Boeing 737-400. I think this is an Egypt World Tale. This aircraft is heavily being catered with catering, its first passengers, and soon will get its fuel on board for the flight out to Lisbon, Portugal. And then we have this British Airways Airbus A319. This aircraft might not be per se in the retro theme, but I did need this aircraft to beef up the British Airways fleet. This aircraft is just arriving at the gate from the flight from Barcelona, Spain. And over here is another stunning British Airways plane. Over here we have this British Airways Boeing 757-200 in the England Chelsea World Tale. What a stunning model this is by NG Models. It's absolutely gorgeous. This aircraft is heavily being catered with its catering truck for the flight out to Munich and will depart the gate in 30 minutes. And over here is the stunning NG Models Airbus A318, British Airways of course. This aircraft just arrived at the gate and is deboarding all of its passengers and luggage from the flight from Naples. And over here is the stunning Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. This aircraft is on the taxiway for the turn out to Dubai. And certainly over here we have a rare aircraft. Over here we have this SAS Star Alliance MD-82 by Dragon Models. This is certainly a rare model. This aircraft is heavily being catered with its luggage for the flight out to Stockholm. And over here, we have this Air France Hop Embraer E190 arriving at the airport and departing all of its crew and passengers from the flight from Paris Charles de Gaulle and arrived at the gate 10 minutes ago. And wow, certainly stealing the show, if you will, we have this Iberia Boeing 767-300 in the old livery, of course. What a stunning model this is by JC Wings. It's certainly gorgeous. This aircraft is getting its fuel on board, the crew is cleaning out the flight, and it's getting its catering on board right now as we speak for the flights out to Madrid, Spain today. This El Al Boeing 737-900 is currently getting its first crew on board. The crew is currently cleaning out the plane. It's getting its luggage next for the flight out to Tel Aviv today. And over here we have this Icelandair Boeing 757-200 in the stunning Hekla Aurora livery, heavily being catered with its first passengers and catering for the flight out to Keflavik International Airport. And over here we have this FedEx Express Boeing 777F in the Panda Express Special livery by Phoenix Models. This aircraft is on the taxiway for the flight out to New York JFK. And over here, heavily being catered with luggage, catering, and fuel, we have this Swiss Airbus A330-300 in the old colors, of course. This is still a classic model, and it's one of my favorite models of today's airport updates. It's currently heavily being catered with the crew, luggage, and catering for the flight out to Zurich today. And over here, certainly with the glare of the sun, we have this Qatar Airways Airbus A380. This aircraft is just hard standing at the gate and will begin the boarding process in 1 hour for the flight out to Doha today. And over here we have another rare aircraft, a Thai Airbus A340-600. Not sure when the last time I featured this aircraft in an airport update was, when Thai canceled all US operations. This aircraft is at the gate and is just arriving at the gate from the flight from Bangkok. And taxiing towards the terminal, we have this stunning Cathay Pacific Airbus A340-300 in the One World livery. This aircraft is taxiing towards the terminal from the flight from Hong Kong International Airport, arrived at London Heathrow 10 minutes ago. And over here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER arriving at the airport from the flight from Dallas-Fort Worth today. This is a stunning model. It was GeminiJets' original release of this aircraft. Again, this aircraft arrived at the gate from DFW. And another GeminiJets original release over here, certainly fitting the retro theme. By God, is the sexiest aircraft alive, this United Airlines Boeing 747-400. One of my all-time favorite models. This aircraft is heavily being catered for luggage and will depart the gate in 45 minutes for the flight out to Denver, Colorado. This Ethiopian Boeing 767-300 is just arriving at the airport from the flight from Addis Ababa. And another gorgeous model, we have this Continental Boeing 777-200ER by Phoenix Models. I opened this model about 3 months ago, and it's a fantastic model. Unfortunately, I never got the opportunity to unbox it for you all. Anyway, this aircraft is first loading up its passengers for the flight out to Houston IAH today. Taxiing towards the gate, this Delta Airlines Boeing 767-400 is taxiing towards the gate and terminal from the flight from Hartsville, Jacksonville, Atlanta International Airports. And then we have this Virgin Atlantic Airbus A330-300. Really need more Virgin Atlantics for London Heathrow. Unfortunately, this is the only one I've got for today's airport updates that would fit the retro theme. This aircraft just arrived at the gate 15 minutes ago from the flight from Orlando MCO. And over here, departing the gate with the tug that the Delta 764 will arrive in, we have this Qantas Airbus A330-200 in the One World livery. This aircraft is being pushed out with the tug and is a stunning aircraft. And this aircraft is being pushed out with the tug for the flight out to Sydney, Australia. And over here, we have this British Airways Boeing 777-200ER in the Hong Kong tail. This aircraft is just beginning to board up its first passengers for the flight out to Singapore, and I should mention that we're back to the British Airways section of the terminal today. And over here, almost saving the best for last, our two British Airways Boeing 747-400s. This one is in the Member of One World livery, and is such a stunning aircraft. This aircraft was probably back in GeminiJets' golden days. Anyway, it's first blowing up its passengers for the flight out to Phoenix Sky Harbor. And up next, we have this British Airways Boeing 777-200ER, again in the Canada World tail. This aircraft is waiting for the next aircraft to depart its gate that we'll see. It arrived at the airport from the flight from LAX. And over here, departing the gate for the British Airways Boeing 777, we have this stunning British Airways Boeing 747-400. I think this is the 50th Boeing 747-400 that was delivered. Of course, it was to British Airways. This aircraft is departing the gate with its hug for the flight out to Toronto, Canada today, and is a stunning, stunning model, the Queen of the Skies. And almost wrapping up the airport update back to where we started, we have this British Airways L1011 in the Landor livery. This is another stunning model by NG Models, that is, and this aircraft is first getting its catering on board today for the flight out to Lagos. And the last aircraft of today's airport update, unfortunately, we have this British Airways Boeing 757-200. This is a stunning, stunning model. Really sad to see that British Airways retired the 75 fleet. Anyway, this aircraft is getting its luggage on board for the flight out to Athens, Greece. And that wraps up today's airport update of London Heathrow Retro. Please let me know what you thought about the airport update, and if you liked this airport series, as London Heathrow Modern, or current London Heathrow airport updates are on the way. Unfortunately, I don't have a ton of European aircraft, so I did have to make this one retro, but if you did like it, please consider subscribing, liking, and commenting on today's video, as it greatly helps support the channel. This is Hawaiian Air 2121 signing off, encouraging you to subscribe if you haven't already. Have a good one.